Punk Revolution now! Today I want to ask the question, is Lana Del Rey a white supremacist? This might sound kind of like a ridiculous question to a lot of people because Lana Del Rey is a beloved pop star with a ton of fans, has been releasing critically acclaimed music for the past decade, okay, might not be someone you really associate with white supremacy, but recently she's been getting into like one controversy after another. And I'm starting to think, well, you know, maybe there might be an issue here. Maybe she's got a little bit of a racism issue. Maybe she really is a white supremacist. Because, you know, like last year there was that controversy where she posted that thing on Instagram attacking other pop stars, mostly black women, for being too sexual or something like that. It was like a really stupid post and she got a lot of backlash for that, accused of being racist there. And now she's under criticism again with her album artwork for her new album, Chemtrails Over the Country Club. Lots of accusations of racism coming up again. So let's take a look at the album artwork of Chemtrails Over the Country Club to see what the controversy is all about. Looking at this album artwork, there's already a million things that just jump out to me and scream white supremacy. I don't even know where to start. First off, the fact that this is taking place in the 50s or 60s, apparently according to what they're wearing, and also you can kind of tell in the music video. The 50s and 60s in the United States were a era of extreme racism, extreme white supremacy, the rise of the white middle class, while non-whites continue to face severe levels of segregation and discrimination and racism. The fact that she's choosing to glorify this time period in her album artwork is really bizarre, especially in a country club. I mean, country clubs are freaking like, when you hear country club, how could you not immediately visualize a wealthy, conservative person, especially considering that country clubs throughout most of their history have been very exclusive, very private, and not allowing non-white people to join them. It's very clear that she's actually glorifying this era, wishes she could be a part of it. You know, she has a line in there about wishing she could have a picket fence being a reference to like the white suburban middle class households in the United States during the 50s. So like she's very clearly like saying, no, this country club thing that I'm glamorizing is actually something that's really cool and I want it, rather than critiquing it and satirically making fun of country clubs. And then of course there's the freaking album title referencing chemtrails, the chemtrails conspiracy theory, a conspiracy theory very much associated with, you know, like the Alex Jones, InfoWars, conservative conspiracy theorists. Lots of just like dog whistles and very blunt things that scream conservatism, wealth, excluding non-whites in this album artwork. But there's other things she's done throughout her career that just is like, you know, it's like, it just shows you that she's an insensitive person who's probably racist, okay? Going back to last year, where she made this Instagram post, just so stupid, criticizing a bunch of other pop stars, mostly black women, for being overly sexual or something like that. It's not very clear, and it's just like, you know, it's just like the fact that you chose to name mostly black women is already pretty despicable, but then the fact that you're attacking them from being too sexual, you know, when black women have to deal with stereotypes that they're more sexual than white women and more promiscuous than white women, and then you're attacking successful black women for being too sexual. It's just really in bad taste. Comes off as super insensitive. And another controversy that stood out to me as something that's pretty insensitive that like a racist person would do was she's been posting these photos with her face mask on where there's like all these like holes in it. It's like mesh, like you could very easily breathe through it. This is clearly not a mask designed to protect you from any virus, and of course this is not an accident. She knows what she's doing. She's trying to say, I don't give a fuck about the virus. I don't care. I care more about being glamorous and beautiful than I care about the virus. And that's, you know, pretty despicable, not bluntly, directly, something that's like white supremacist, but when you consider the fact that the coronavirus is causing so much more damage to people of color than white people. If you look at the statistics of who's dying from this disease, you're gonna see it's disproportionately non-white people. For you to be someone who doesn't wear your mask or puts or symbolically shows that you don't give a fuck about actually being safe with the mask on, it says to me that you're someone who doesn't really care about people of color, and it's despicable. Another kind of symbolic conservatism thing going on there. And another really important thing that's worth calling out is she freaking dated a cop, okay? You don't date a fucking cop unless you're a fucking white supremacist. That's the bottom line. That's as simple as it gets. And it's also really suspicious that she dated this guy back in the summer of 2019, and it was only shortly after they broke up that you start to see these sort of like racist comments and stupidity slip out of Lana Del Rey. So who knows, maybe he had a pretty negative influence on her. And lastly, going back to this album artwork, just to put the cherry on top of stupidity, she responded to critics saying that she can't be racist because she has friends who are rappers. Really stupid, because obviously when she says rappers, that's implicitly synonymous with black people. So she's saying that, you know, because she has friends who are black, then, you know, she can't be racist, which is already in itself a stupid thing to say, and just doubly stupid when she's trying to say that rappers are somehow synonymous with black people. It's just a really bizarre, insensitive, stupid thing to say. What do you think? Do you think Lana Del Rey is racist? Do you think she's a white supremacist? Or do you think she's just straight up fucking stupid? I think she is very clearly hinting very much that she's a conservative, and she doesn't really care too much about coming off as racist, and is someone who, you know, probably is pretty fucking racist, honestly. I don't care how much she posts pictures of Joe Biden or whatever. We all know where she really stands, and I think she's full of shit, or she's a troll, which is also despicable and really gross too, that she would be using these racial issues to cause controversy for more clicks. It's despicable. Shame on you, Lana Del Rey. You know better, or maybe you don't. Maybe you're just a fucking idiot. I don't know. Either way, your music sucks because it's pop music. We need a punk revolution now to get rid of all the white supremacist pop stars like you. I hope this video was informative. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. My channel is growing very fast because of all of you. Thank you for much for watching. Punk revolution now.